Hey guys, it's John with HookahJohn.com again with another video. Today we're not going to be discussing any products. What we are going to be discussing are questions that have been posted on the Facebook group Hookah Expo Worldwide. So if you don't know about Hookah Expo Worldwide, it is the first US hookah only expo open to you, the consumer. So I've got a couple questions coming in, so I'm going to have my assistant read them off to me, and we'll go ahead and answer them. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, the first question is, Garcia Jesus wants to know if things are going to be available for purchase at the expo.
Okay, his name would actually be Jesus Garcia, not Garcia Jesus. All right? Yeah, I think so. I'm fluent in Spanish. All right? Hola, Jesus. Okay, forget all that. Forget all that. So anyways, so Jesus asks, will there be product available for purchase, right? Okay. Of course there's going to be product available for purchase. What do you think we're doing this for? There's going to be tons of product. Every exhibitor there will have product for sale. All right, and not only that, I've talked to a lot of the exhibitors that are going to show up, a lot of the brands, and they're going to be actually doing a lot of show specials for us.
All right, John Williams and Jose Valdez want to know, is there an admittance fee? And if so, what is it?
Good question. That comes up. We haven't posted it yet. As of today, the website is still just a landing page. So we're going to set up the website within a couple of weeks, I hope, maybe even sooner. There will be an admittance fee, just as there are for any other type of expo. What are the prices going to be? I don't have exact numbers, you guys. What we are going to do is structure it to where if you get it before a certain date, like a couple of months out, and then another cutoff date, and then right before the show. So I think it's going to be starting at $35, which is a smoking deal, because by the time we get to the end or at the door, it'll be $50. And so that's going to be it. So between $35 and $50. So it would be very smart of you to register as soon as we make those dates. So just put out a timeline exactly. I don't know, maybe by the end of January. I need the website done. Someone get me the guy on the website, because I need that done already so people want to register, right? Right? You guys want to register. And so let's say he gets it done today. I would say, all right, up until January 31st, let's say it's $35. And then from January 31st up until, I don't know, June 1st, it'll be $45. And then after that, it'll be the full regular price of $50. Sound good? Sound good, guys? All right. Next question.
Christian Borup Arno wants to know, where can he sign up as a vendor and get vendor information?
Good question, Christian. Okay, register on the website, HookahExpoWorldwide.com. We're making a list right now. And if you want upfront information, because as of now, for vendors, for exhibitors, we actually have, you can actually reserve your spot right now on our floor plan. And you can go ahead and sign the contract and get all ready and start planning this, like I know you will. So you can also send an email to HookahExpoWorldwide@gmail.com. And there'll be a couple people. We have a bunch of people on staff who will be contacting you back, but you can reserve your spot today as an exhibitor. All right.
Matthew Ramirez wants to know, are there going to be raffles and product giveaways and prizes from vendors?
All right, Matthew, that's a great question too. So, yeah, there's going to be something. We're planning events. We're trying to get a hookah battle going. Some guys from Russia are coming out. They want to make a hookah battle. Okay, there's one type of thing, one type of event. Raffles and prizes. I haven't thought of the details yet myself, but I think I'm going to do something for sure. There'll be a lot of stuff to win. So come with like an extra large backpack, because you guys are going to be stocking up. It's going to be great. I'm hoping to have some events, so it's not just a giant swap meet. We don't want to do that. But this is going to be up to the exhibitors. Okay, as far as me, all right, I'll take the first step. Yes, we're going to have some raffles and giveaways and stuff like that. I don't know how. Maybe we'll see who can do take as many steps on their hands, while doing a handstand, that you get a free coconut coal, right? That might be a great idea. I don't know. We'll come up with something better, all right? We'll do that. Thanks for asking. Next question, bud.
Kathy May wants to know, are Saturday and Sunday going to have different activities going on, or is it going to be the same thing both days?
Not sure yet, Kathy. Are both days going to be the same theme? I don't know. We're still planning the other things other than the basics. The basics are all your favorite brands are going to be there exhibiting. You get to meet them, meet and greet, take pictures, see their products. They will present their products I'll tell you why that's important if you're an exhibitor. I've had some people from out of the country been contacting me lately about their type of charcoal or their type of hookah, and they want me to carry them and resell them to you guys. And I'm like, okay, cool. What are you gonna do for me? Yeah, sure. I'm gonna buy it at X, and then I'm gonna sell it at X times whatever markup it is. Great. But do I have to do all of the advertising? Do I have to do all of your marketing for you? I just can't. I mean, HookahJohn does have his limits, and there's HookahJohn speaking in third person again. I said I wouldn't do that anymore, but I was watching this. There's a series on Showtime right now called Dice. If anyone remembers the old Dice, this is incredible. He's old, he's fat, he's balding. Oh my God. But then he speaks to himself in the third person. So I'm up, I think I'm in about 2 or 3 episodes right now. Love that show. But I got kind of off track there. What were we talking about?
If Saturday and Sunday are going to be the same.
Different themes, right? Different themes. Okay. So yeah, it's going to be, like I said, we've got the basics down. Your vendors are going to be showing up. They're going to be presenting themselves. Okay, so this is what I was getting at. It's up to the vendors themselves, the exhibitors, to go ahead and sell and market their own products. So it will give guys like me, who are resellers, an opportunity to stay on focus here. Stay on focus. It'll give guys like me an opportunity to be backed by your product. What I mean by that is you've got to do your own marketing so that we can add to that marketing and get the word out there together. Okay, together. And this expo is an excellent opportunity for you to do that. You get out in front of the consumers and you get to tell them about their products. All right, and then maybe I'll be like, shit, everyone's buzzing about HookahJohn. Why aren't you getting this product? Why aren't you getting that product? And I'll be like, maybe I should. And then I'll call them and then I'll say, let's stock up on your products. All right. Next question.
This is a general question. Where is the best place to find information and updates?
That is a general question, but again, stay posted on the Facebook page, Hookah Expo Worldwide, and there'll be a lot of updates there. There is an event page linked to it, and you can go ahead and click on that, say that you're going. And yeah, and the website will be updated soon. You guys know me. I like to get something out today. I like to get things done right now. And we are working our butts off on this, and looking forward to getting this done for you.
All right, another general question. Everyone wants to know if their favorite brand is going to be there. Who all is going?
Well, I don't know. What's your favorite brand? I mean, HookahJohn brand's going to be there. I've got interest from a lot of companies, but I'll put it to you this way. If any of the vendors are thinking about it, you really need to think seriously about exhibiting. You should all be there. This is Hookah Expo Worldwide. So if you have a brand, whether it's a small accessory, obviously it's only hookah related. If you have a brand of charcoal, or if you have a tobacco brand, it behooves you to be there. Did I use that word right? Anyone? Did I use that word right? Okay, great. So anyhow, all the major brands are actually talking to us about this already. Do I want to name names? Do I not want to? Some people may not want to tell me there, but I'm excited. Once let's say Alchemist, they're already reserving a spot. Fantasia already reserving a spot. Starbuzz getting back to me this week. I put out the feelers everywhere there. Hookah vendors will be there, meaning the other websites. This is a big. It sounds kind of competitive, like it's going to be competitive, but it's not. It is for the greater of the hookah community. And I think your next question, because I'm like Hillary and I had the questions taken for me so I could actually review them before the debate. All right, I will admit I did that. So you can lead into the next question as to why it is so important that all of you brands out there and vendors out there exhibit. All right, we have a threat to our community right now, and we really need to band together. So I'll go ahead and let you ask the next question, and we'll get in there.
All right, the final question. The tobacco world is getting a little bit scarier in 2017. Where can we stay up to date on what the FDA is doing and all of the things that we as consumers can do to help save the industry?
Okay, that's a great question. Who understands any government regulations? You? You? I don't. The FDA has ruled that they are going to regulate hookah tobacco. Great, let's regulate it, no problem. But what that means is their first and biggest issue is that any product that came out after 2007, meaning just about 10 years ago, is going to be is almost not even going to be regulated or allowed. It'll be pretty much banned. And if you think about hookah, well, it came out in the U.S., I don't know, around 2003-ish, who knows. By the time brands were coming out, here's some brands, the grandfathered brands. I can think of Tangiers as being out before 2007, Fantasia, maybe, I'm not sure, Starbuzz for sure, but no hookahs. Maybe KM hookahs were here, I don't know. I wasn't even in the business before 2007. So what does that do for someone like me who's brought you titanium coconut coals, bought you all the HookahJohn bowls? What does that do for me? Now I've got to go ahead and register them and see if they get approved. And what we don't know, because the government is usually not always clear on this stuff, especially when they first announce, how are they going to implement, regulate, enforce? Well, we're hearing all these numbers like $1 million per product. If you think I'm going to spend $1 million to keep titanium coconut coals on the market, it's not going to happen. We're just not that big. I mean, $1 million per product, so I need $1 million for flats, and $1 million for cubes, and then I need $1 million for a Harmony bowl, and $1 million for an Alien bowl, and $1 million for what the hell, and then different colors and different SKUs. So it's basically gonna drive us out. So we actually have to do something at this expo to do some I don't know. We have to all be informed, and what you can do now to answer the question now is. Under my website, I did a couple of new sections. One about the FDA rulings. You can get information there, what you can do about it. You can sign a petition. Do those petitions ever work? I don't know. I'm not that political. I don't know. All I know is that we are in danger. So the information is there under the FDA section on my website. And there's also a blog. You guys can discuss stuff, or we can start topics, whatever. That's all new. That just happened today. But the FDA has given us notice on this for at least a couple of years now, but now it's really coming down the line. And I don't want to be stuck and limited to only the products that came out before 2007. I mean, I won't even be able to buy a hose. How am I gonna do that? What am I gonna smoke out of Egyptian clay bowls for the rest of my life? You know what? I'll quit hookah. And what does that mean for you? You might quit hookah. What does it mean for the hundreds and thousands of people in this country who are in the hookah industry? I've got a handful of employees. We've got 4 guys just here. I've got projects going. There's a group of people that make the bowls. Everyone's going to be out of business. I'm going to be out of business. What the hell? You don't like HookahJohn? Well, the guy that you like, he's going to be out of business. You don't like you only like something like Ugly Hookah Tobacco, they may be out of business. You don't like smoking only Tangiers, you want to try I don't know, another brand that came out after 2007, no, you're stuck to just what's going to be available. But good luck finding a bowl to smoke it in, or a hose to hang on to, or you know what I'm saying. Sorry to sound overly dramatic, but it's true, and we got to do something about it.
All right, that's it.
That's it, no rambling on. How long is this video so far?
13 minutes and 54 seconds.
That's enough. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.